Hello.
Check that out.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back. Oh, so excited to be here. Oh my goodness. Before we forget, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can
Yeah.
stay up to date on everything that we're doing, right? Yeah.
And don't
And
forget to call in with questions or email us with any of your questions or
yeah, you
pictures
can
to read, anything for us to read, anything to challenge us in the psychedelic, in the psychic world. Oh
oh my
my.
goodness, psychedelic. I haven't done that, but that'd be
Okay, that was not me, I'll tell you that.
Are we in the twilight zone? It's
There, that was spooky enough. All right. Woohoo.
so you can
Yeah.
email us at 22 truth and light at gmail.com. So that's 22 truth and A&D light at gmail.com. And you can email us with your questions. You can send us your pictures, whatever you want to do there. And then you can also call and leave us a voicemail.
Yeah. And that
Yeah.
number is 678-223-3319. Again, 678-223-3319. Let's get a song. Woo-hoo.
So, so yeah, and if you leave us a voicemail, we'll play it on air and answer your questions. And we'll be discreet about that as well. So send us your stuff. We'd love to take it on. But today, in the spirit of the spooky season, we're going to continue with our Halloween stories, right? And
Yeah.
what's things that we've experienced or been through or witnessed, or even maybe have heard about, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'll start. I'll start with my Jesus Take the Wheel from
Okay.
I always forget who sings that. But I took her title for my story
Okay.
because I was on my way to work and I was at the stoplight at a four-way corner. I was going straight at the stoplight and car totally stopped. I started here get gas and I started arguing. No, I don't need gas. I'll wait until after work. It's okay. I'm fine. Get gas. Mm-mm. I don't need it. It's too cold out there. I'm not going to do this. Not right now. I've got plenty. Get gas. No, I don't have plenty. Back and forth for a bit. And then before the light turned green, my car on its own started going over into the turning lane. And I drive a stick. So that was very interesting because you had to put the clutch and all of that stuff in, and they took over. They moved the car into the turning lane, and I gave in. I says, I guess we're getting gas. And yeah.
Didn't leave you
So
a choice.
what was that?
Didn't leave you a choice.
No, not at all. And so I stopped and get gas, and it was sub zeros that morning, very, very freezing cold. And gas was coming out so slow. I was like, oh man, I'm going to be late. I'm looking at my watch. And I ended up on my way into work. There was a building here. I don't know how to explain it really to fully understand the gist, but here's the building. And then there's like a little creek that was dried up with the little bridge. And then another street that went into housing area. Well, I'm coming in where the housing area is, and I get to the bridge. And sure enough, it was blocked off. They was pulling somebody off on a stretcher. I could not tell if they were covered or if what was going on. But I had to go probably 3 miles out of my way to go around to get to the other side of that bridge to get to work. So I was late, but I could say, look outside. That's why. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that was one that I was just like,
Wow.
that made me really think about this type stuff because something took that will.
Mhm.
It wasn't me.
Right.
And
Yeah, because
so,
that accident wasn't meant for you.
mm-mm,
It was meant for someone else.
yeah, or I would have
That's
been part of
yeah,
that accident.
or you could have been part of that accident.
Yeah, and I would
Yeah,
not have been able to handle it.
right.
So,
Yeah, because that would have been hard.
mhm.
Interesting. Well, I'm glad they took control and said,
Me too.
"Nope, we're getting gas, Missy." Wow, right? How many times that happened to someone else out there, right? Even you were forced to take a different direction or forced to be late,
Mm,
or, it's like I started a new job and, I could never get there before, 7:15, never, regardless of how early I woke up in the morning, I could never get to work before 7:15. And so one day, I was just bound and determined, and, it wasn't a bad thing, but I did get there. I got there at, 7 o'clock. And, there was a vehicle in the parking lot, and normally I'm the first vehicle there. Like, I've never seen
mhm,
it. I'm
mhm.
usually the first one there, and there was another vehicle in the parking lot, and it looks like, the people were, like, sleeping in that car. And so, that's probably why, like, they're probably there every night because it's a school, and so, be fairly quiet and not a lot of traffic going through there, and yeah, and I think they actually just that's where they park their vehicle to sleep. Yeah, because
Yeah,
they were gone by 7:10.
which allowed you to get there at 7:15
Yeah,
in safety.
yeah.
Oh,
So,
oh.
anyway.
It's amazing how spirit works. It's so amazing. So crazy.
It is. So I'm gonna so, last week when we did this, you talked about your alien experiences.
Mhm.
And so, not that same night. So, probably around like so we filmed last Friday, so I wanna say probably, like, around Monday, I think it was, like, Monday night, I had a dream, and the dream felt so real, I had to, like, actually think in my head, "Was that a dream, or did it really happen?" And then I had to remember, well, I hadn't been anywhere, so it had to have been a dream. And so it was, like, that intense, but I was literally driving down the road. And all of a sudden, I look up and the sky kind of, opened up, and this black figure comes through and appears, and is actually this black figure actually comes out of the sky that's opening up, and the black figure is a spaceship. And I'm like, "Oh, well, it's about time you got here."
Oh, oh, that's crazy. I
Well, I
keep
think
looking in the sky for that.
but I do too, like, I do too, and the thing is, like, wherever I travel, there's, it's around the Atlanta airport, so there's tons of airplanes in the sky. So, I'm like, well, I have to remember, like, a spaceship doesn't need red blinking lights because our planes do, because
Right.
we're small-minded humans and we don't have the technology to not have to have that.
Yeah, was it yesterday morning? I was on my way into work and it was foggy out. You couldn't see a car length in front of you. I mean, it was pretty bad. And I could go drive one way and bypass our big lake around here. Or I could go straight and I can go through the lake. And the lake has a lot of trees around it
Kinda
and
spooky,
stuff.
foggy,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And it's kind of tough driving by that area anyways, because I'm always looking for a cryptid to jump out in front of me, like Dogman or something, something crazy that I'm like, one of these days it'll probably happen because I keep thinking about it. But this morning I was like, I was gonna go that way. I was gonna go straight. And it was like the last second, because it's a roundabout. Last second, it's like, nope, I'm turning this way. Can't do it this morning.
Can't do it, can't do it. Oh my goodness, I had a fear, let me tell you, so oh my goodness, talking about can't do something, I cannot take a shower with a shower curtain that I cannot see through.
Oh,
Can't do it. Can't do it. So when I was a kid, that's my parents would scare me. So, we only had 1 bathroom in the house, and, they got to where they would come in there and pour cold water on top of me when I was taking a shower, and I couldn't see them, and so it would scare me. And I'm
right.
telling you, like, and then it got to the point to where I had to keep it kind of partially open and always be looking out so I could see if the door was moving, because I didn't want them scaring me. And so still to this day, I cannot take a shower in a shower that I can't see out of. Like mine are
I'm the
glass.
opposite.
Yours is the opposite. I wanna see what's
I have to
coming.
have I don't like I have to have it blocked up. I don't want to see what's on the other side of the curtain there.
Oh, see, I have to see. I have to see because I get, like, spooked out and yes.
Or even when you're not in the shower, do you have a thing with that? Because I have to have it closed. Here I
Oh,
am talking with
absolutely.
my hands. Blah, 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 blah. Um, I have to have my shower curtain closed.
I do too.
I can't, I mean, on a day to day, I can't leave it open. That scares me.
Okay, I think mine's just anal. Yeah, mine has to be closed, but that's because I want it to dry out and I don't want it to
Right.
get
That
warm.
too. You don't know what's going to be crawling in there next time.
No, right. There's
That's
like
funny.
there's like
Yeah. So,
something like flying around in front of my face that came out of nowhere.
oh, got an orb.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I got so spooked. I got so spooked. So I have to get so I had an event last night and me and one of the ladies that came to the event, we were standing outside in the parking lot, having a conversation before we left. It was probably like 9:30, 9:45 at night. And we're sitting there talking and I see a wolf. No joke. I see a wolf walking down the street, and I'm like, "Oh my God, was that a wolf?" And she's like, "What?" And she didn't see it anywhere, but he was gray and he was walking right down the street
On back two or on all fours?
on all fours.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on all
Okay.
fours. But I got spooked. I'm like, "I gotta go." And she's like, "No, that's a good thing." I was like, "No, I gotta go. I'm done." I got spooked. I mean, like, really, really spooked. I kinda felt like something was gonna, like, come out of the shadows.
Yeah, I get that when I could drive by that lake. I just wait for something because it's like the perfect, almost the perfect setup for all that with water and
Yeah.
trees. It's just like because the reason that probably scares me now is because I was driving there one time last summer,
Mhm.
and out of the blue, I'm still trying to figure out exactly. Um, it was to me, it was like a bird that came up from underneath my car and came up and like followed the contour of my car. So it came up over my hood and then up along my windshield and then up.
Oh, wow.
And this thing, I know I hear birds get very big, but this one here wrapped its wings around the side of the car. Yeah. And when it went up, my whole window was covered except for just like a small little square in the corner.
Oh, wow.
I was like, "What the world?" And I don't remember seeing feet on this thing. It was like just a body
Oh.
and wings.
Oh, wow.
No claws, no feet that dangled behind. It was huge.
Oh, that reminds me what happened. Okay. Me and my husband used to go trail riding, like bicycle, like mountain bike riding in the trails. So we have these, it's called Dosset Trails, which is not too far. And there's like an Indian, um, reservations like nearby on the other end of the Dosset Trails. And I was riding the trail, and all of a sudden, I saw this black bird thing, and literally, again, only thing I saw was, like, wings and a body, but it kinda, like, changed shapes as it was coming down, and it came out of the trees and came down, and then it was, like, probably, like, maybe 20 feet in front of me, and it comes down, and then it just disappears.
Oh,
And it was so like, I fell off of my bike. Like, I had the clip-in shoes and, like, literally, I'm just like, I just stopped and it's just like, "Holy shamoly, did you see that?" And it just I mean, it just disappeared out of nowhere, and my husband, he's like, "What's wrong with you? Get up. What are you doing?" I'm like, "You didn't see that?" And he
mm,
didn't see it at all. It was only me. It was
wow.
weird.
Yeah, this was weird too. I have never seen anything like that. And the crazy thing with this is I didn't see it on the road anywhere.
It just came out from
It just came out from underneath my car,
underneath.
and
Wow.
the wings were already out.
So, I have a I have a theory because, like, a few other things recently has kinda happened, like, I have a theory, because like, I believe that even though we're here, there's multiple different planes of existence in the same
Mhm.
space. And so, I'm wondering if sometimes our planes of existence kinda merge together, right? Just
And
for a
you think
short moment. Yeah, and then it goes back to how it's supposed to be, kinda like some people call it like a glitch in the matrix, right? But I think sometimes we kinda, like, merge together, and then it and then it breaks back apart. Like, they're just moments, because they don't last long, right?
no,
Like,
this was
seconds.
like I was driving like 40 and this
Mhm.
thing was like
Yeah, so just a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause that's what this other one was just a couple of seconds.
Hmm. Everyone
That's
keeps telling me it was a bird. It was just a bird because some of the birds we have are, I
Are they
guess,
that big?
I guess so. I mean, I've been hearing, I mean, we have a bald eagle that lives around there, and but it wasn't, I the chest was speckled. So it was kind of like a hawk, but there was no feet. I don't recall seeing feet on it.
Mm.
And I didn't see a head. It came up and over the hood, and there was no
Mhm.
head. I didn't see any head at any moment, just the body and a wing. The wings went up and wrapped around my car, the
Yeah, that's
side.
just so I mean, that's just so odd because it seems like you would have either seen it when you're coming up on it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
And it would have
Or
flew off on the side.
right. Like, it seems like you would have seen it some other way. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think you just collided with another reality. Or it was some type of being that kind of found its way here, but didn't belong. Ooh. Doo, 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 doo.
So that's why I don't drive that way in the fog.
Oh, that's creepy. Yeah,
That was pretty creepy. And it was like,
creepy.
no, these birds around here I've never seen on the ground like that with their wings out.
Mhm.
And I just can't imagine those birds having that kind of wingspan. I mean they
Right.
could, but I don't know birds that well. But heck, man, this one took up
So
my
what's a
car.
scary moment you had as a kid? Like, if it was even if it was something that somebody did or, like, was trying to scare you or something, like, what's a scary moment as a kid that you remember?
Got two things. Was my one of my first experiences can remember, and that's seeing the three heads coming out of the trash can. I
Mhm.
think I said that last time
Yeah.
on the last show. So I had that, and then we also used to play hide and go seek a lot
Mhm.
at nighttime.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
No?
I,
Mm-mm.
I never liked playing that at night. I don't think I ever liked playing that game at all. That's just something that's never felt good.
Right. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
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 How
I
about
know,
you?
so oh, I was sitting there thinking, so some friends of ours had a, house on Lake Hartwell, not Lake Hartwell, yeah, Lake Hartwell, and, they had 2 girls, and I was kind of in between their 2 girls' ages, so, like, if I was 12, one of them would've been, like, 11, the other one would've been, like, 14, yeah, and so, the parents were all down at the lake, and us 3 girls were up at the house. And it got late, and, we're sitting out on the back it's a screened-in back porch, and we're sitting out on the back porch, and the I don't know how the parents got up to the house without us noticing, but they made it all the way back up to the house without us noticing, and,
Mm.
they started going around the outside of the house and banging on stuff. And yes, and we ended up I mean, I'm telling you, like, we would hear it, and we ended up running in the house, and then it even got worse once we got in the house, like, the banging and the noises and stuff got worse once we got in the house, and we were all We were all huddled together on the couch, screaming bloody murder, and then our parents come walking in the door, cracking up laughing at it.
Oh, see, I don't know. I don't go for that. I don't know. I just never really been into that scaring thing.
Yeah.
People at my work like to scare each other. They like to sneak up
Yeah, I
and
don't
go boo, or they'll just come up and start talking really loud all of a sudden, burst of loudness and stuff.
mhm.
And it's like, and I told my talking with my supervisor, I'm like, you know what? If somebody does that to me, I just might haul off and deck them
Not
because
get hurt. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
someone will get hurt if they do that to me. I was like, yeah, it's just yeah. I'm not into that kind of thing. Although one Halloween, I'm not a fan of Halloween either, to be honest. I'm not a fan of it.
Oh my
But
goodness. Just a few days away.
yes, it is. Um, but the one Halloween I dressed up, I had my dad's big clothes on, and I had this for a kid, it was pretty scary mask that I had on. And I sat next to our door very still. And then when the kids came up, I moved and everything,
Mhm.
not realizing what I could have been doing to those kids until my son was going around. Finally, was never into Halloween either, but he finally made it around our block, our small little block here. He
Mhm.
finally makes it almost around, and that same thing happened to him. This house had someone sitting there, and when he came up and grabbed for the candy, they grabbed
Mhm.
his hand. He ran back to us, and he didn't go again. That was the last time he went out trick or treating, and he was like probably around 3 at that point.
Wow.
He never went again. He never wanted to go. So he's like, "I'll hand out candy, mom."
Wow.
So it's like after that, I'm like, what did I do to those kids when I did that?
Yeah.
What kind of torture did I do to some of those kids? Right
Mine
now,
would
I'm I look back and I'm
yeah.
like, I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
Mine would be the chainsaw, like the haunted houses with the chainsaws.
Mm,
You do a
I don't
chainsaw,
know.
I'm out of there. Nice knowing ya. I'm gone.
Yep, yep. Never did the haunted house thing. Never done the corn maze.
Oh, okay. I did the corn maze. It was pretty fun actually, but we went like I mean, it was during the day and it wasn't supposed to be
Oh yeah,
haunted or spooky or anything.
right.
It was kind of neat. Like they had little things like kind of like a scavenger hunt deal with it, and so that was kind of fun. We went with the kids. Yeah, but
Yeah, we haven't done that one yet. I would do a daytime one. But we went
yeah.
to a haunted house once growing up, and that was only because my dad was involved in it. So my
Okay.
dad was one of the people
Mhm.
playing, and when we walked by, he had this big old like 2x4 thing in his hands, and he's like banging it down and all. And this lady that went with us, he came so close to hitting her toe.
Oh my
she
goodness.
he was like, yeah, just called him out. "Hey, watch it," you know.
So
But,
we have here in Atlanta, we have a haunted house that's done every year called I think it's like Neverworld or um Netherworld. It's really popular. It's in the Stone Mountain area, and the people that do it have done like movies and stuff. You know, like they've done the costumes and the stuff for movies. So that's kind of like the
Oh, wow.
type of experience that you're doing, and it gets huge crowds. I mean, huge crowds. Like you're gonna go and you're gonna stand outside for hours just to walk through this thing. And so one year we went, and unfortunately, I'd bought tickets. I'd gotten where you could get like like you could get up at the front of the line to get in, so you had to pay extra so you don't have to stand in the long line.
So
And
the
we went in,
VIP.
yeah, kind of, sort of. We went in and went through one room, and it's where you walk down this little bridge, and the rest of the room is spinning, so that kind of like throws you off. And
Oh,
then the next room we went into, it had that fog, had a fog machine in there, and that fog machine set something off to where I couldn't breathe. Like I was having kind of like some type of allergic reaction to that fog, and I couldn't
mm.
breathe. So they escorted me out the back way. And so I had to sit at the exit to wait for all of my people to come out because they
Oh,
went ahead and went through the haunted house, right? So I was sitting there at the exit. It took about an hour for them to
oh,
go
wow.
through. Can you imagine like going through it for an hour? But I'm going to tell you, people would come out of there screaming and yelling. People came out missing shoes. People came out talking how they peed their pants. They got so scared. It was crazy.
Wow.
And they have, like, actors in costumes out in the parking lot scaring people. And
Yeah.
my favorite ones, there was a line of, porta potties at the bottom of the, parking lot. And let's say there's, like, 10 porta potties there. Well, the middle one, there was somebody in there. There was a character in there, like a scary guy in there. And people would walk up, open it up, and he'd come jumping out it.
Oh,
And
I was just imagining something like that. I was just imagining something like that. Oh, yeah. My dad kind of did the same thing when he was a kid. Okay, this is my dad, and this is my grandma, my family.
Mhm,
So they lived out in the middle of like very openness. There's no houses or anything. They're all like dirt roads and
mhm.
all of that. But there was this place where it had this tree. It was a lone tree out in the middle of nowhere. And I can't remember who had the idea of it, but my grandma helped out. But my uncles and my dad and my grandma made this dummy, and they'd wait for a car to come by and they drop this dummy from the tree.
Oh my gosh. No.
I know.
No.
I know. That would give me a flippin' heart attack.
Could you imagine?
But
No. Oh my gosh.
and my grandma helped out on that. Help the boys make it.
Granny, come on.
I know. I know. I was like, man, maybe. But yeah, that was something my dad did. And that would have scared the that would have made me pee my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or make you wreck or something. I mean, like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
But back in the
Oh,
what, I don't know, early 40s, 50s. I mean, there was nothing out there. There's
okay. So, yeah, they
we
had to
had
have
fun.
entertainment somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't
Mhm.
know if that would have been the right thing to do.
Oh my goodness gracious. Mm. Oh my. So,
Let's
yeah,
see.
so I don't really do any this is it, like, my little shirt, what I'm my little witch on is about all that I do for Halloween.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
We
a
don't
little
even open the door anymore.
yeah, we don't
We don't
either.
even have kids. I mean, we last but 6, 7 years now, we haven't had but maybe 5 sets of kids come to the door.
Oh, well.
It
I
was
haven't
just,
had any in
yeah,
s I'm nope, I haven't had any in so long, it's not even I don't even remember when. Yeah.
yeah. We just
But yeah
turn our light off and
yeah, they don't bother you. Yeah, we have, like, trunk or treats,
mhm.
um, that take place and stuff like that, and so I think that's where kids do their thing now versus how it was when we were kids and walk up to neighbors, go walk up to strangers, say, "Give me some candy."
Right, right.
And you
Yeah,
never knew what you were gonna get. I mean, I don't know, like,
no.
you hear the scary stories about all of that too. Um, so do they still have scary stories about trick or treat candy?
I don't know. I haven't heard a whole lot about that. My kid hears about certain houses where they hand out the full candy bars or
Mm,
the trunk or treat things, the mall things, but, yeah, when he was little, when he did the 5 houses before he was ready to come home, it was yeah, it wasn't anything going on that I could remember.
I remember when my daughter is 34, so I remember when she was a kid, we could take her candy to the local hospital and get it x-rayed
Oh,
to make sure
really?
there wasn't to make sure there
Oh,
wasn't
wow.
anything in it, and they would do that free of charge.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's a neat little thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if anything like that is still available, but or even if it's even a concern nowadays. Things have changed so much.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what oh, sorry, I don't know what the concern is these days. I haven't done it in so long. I mean, my
Right.
grandkids yeah, my grandkids, they do theirs at the church, so
Yeah.
Halloween at the church. When I was growing up, you would never do Halloween at the church. That was so
Yeah, they kind of seems to conflict each other, doesn't it? Just a little
right?
bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, I can't stop yawning. And it's not
It
even
is
9 o'clock.
getting kind of late.
Yeah.
Well, when you
I
get
mean,
up early in the morning, you get tired earlier.
yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, this is well, I mean, I was busy today too, but I've kind of been like nonstop since Sunday. Like
Mm.
physically doing hard stuff like since Sunday. And this is the easiest day I've had. So I think it's starting to wear out on me, right? It's
Yeah.
been like I've been like,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been tearing up the yard. There's a tiller thing, like I was like
Oh, that's what I get to do tomorrow. Woohoo!
oh,
Clean
they're
up the
fun.
yard.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I get to work the psychic fair tomorrow. So if you're in the Atlanta area, I'll be at Inner Space tomorrow and Sunday for their monthly psychic fair. I'll be doing that. Dana's got some classes that she's going to be putting out soon.
yeah, we're working on getting that going. So as soon as I get all the ducks in a row, they'll be out swimming around.
Yeah, so be on the lookout and we'll send announcements for that. Next Saturday, at the Inner Space here in Atlanta, I'll be doing a past life regression workshop. So if you're interested in that, and then super fun, I am going to try to start a virtual gathering um, either November or December. Start a virtual gathering. So for those who are not in the Atlanta area that would like to practice their channeling skills, I'm going to see about putting together a channeling circle virtually.
Very
Let's
cool.
see how that goes. So if you're interested, that would be for beginners, advanced, or whatever. It's all fun. All of them start with a guided meditation to kind of get you in that space. And then we pull an oracle card and we, give it individual readings or channel messages. So definitely something to look forward to.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I'm going to put a plug in for my husband. His work is going to be doing, I hope I get the dates right. They're going to be doing what they call a Super Science Saturday. They do it like the weekend before or after Halloween, something like that, on that Saturday.
Mhm.
And it's in Boulder, Colorado. It
Nice.
will be at the NCAR, NCAR, National Center for Atmospheric Research, up on the Boulder Hill, up on Table Mesa there. I've been to it a few times and it's a lot of fun. They have
Nice.
all kinds of science things there. They have spiders, they have all kinds of little science stuff all over. And then they have like a little workshop they do throughout the day, and it
Yeah.
shows you all kinds of things to do with the atmosphere and all. Like one time they shot potatoes through a screen for the
Hmm.
velocity of going through, and it
Yeah.
splashed up against the wall and made French fries. And another time they did stuff with oh, what was it? What is it? The making ice cream out of that cold nitrogen.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they made ice cream out of that to show the science with it. And you get to
Oh,
like
nice.
walk around the area a bit and kind of look at all the tools
All
and
the different stuff they
stuff.
have.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty
Mhm.
cool. I want to say that's going on the 28th.
Okay.
I want to say it's on there. But I think it's
Right.
an all day thing. It's just a lot of fun. You get little goodie bags and you get all of this stuff. And
Oh, I love goodie bags. You never know what you get. That's the
right.
best part of, like, going to, like, conferences or to, s things with a lot of vendors because you can just get a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
You can't get
Yeah.
anywhere. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
dog
there's
sitting, and he came over and laid in my lap. So
oh.
oh my goodness. So, anyway, so, we will see you again.
Let's
My
see
calendar is
here.
really
Yeah.
messed up on this.
I have us down for the 7th, November 7th.
Okay, I will put us down for I will change mine to November 7th. I'm easy. You just tell me when and I'll be there.
So I
Uh,
have us down for November 7th and November 21st.
um, yes, I do have the 21st. I just didn't have the 7th. So very good.
There we
Nice.
go.
Nice.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
any other fun stories you've got? Any kind of crazy, spooky, weird?
I'm trying not to get too much into that space because I am house sitting for somebody else and I'm here by myself, so I don't want to spook myself out too bad.
Oh. Okay, how about some good friendly stories? I'll start off with a story of a
Okay.
friend from high school.
Mhm.
He had passed away like 10 years after I had a dream of
Mhm.
visiting him in heaven, and he was walking, which he was wheelchair bound here on earth. So I was
Nice.
very thankful to be able to see him walking. And I know
Oh,
that it just started because when he stood up, he was very wobbly.
oh, wow.
He
How
was
amazing is
just
that?
that was very, very, very awesome and very cool because of I was able to see him. I was
Yeah,
able to visit him.
that's pretty cool.
I
Yeah,
felt
that's
very blessed.
mhm. That's very nice. Yeah, I did a reading for someone one time, and, in the reading, I saw their dad walking up a flight of stairs, and it was really interesting, like, I was like, "He's walking up these stairs, and he's going upstairs, and he just wants you to know that he can do it." And she didn't tell me then, but I think it was like a year or so later, she told me, she's like, "My reading that you did and you told me about my dad," she's like, "that really touched me because we had to move my dad to the first floor of the house because he couldn't go upstairs anymore."
Wow,
And I was like,
cool.
"Oh, that's pretty cool." I was like, "Why didn't you tell me then?" Tell me a year later.
Yeah, that's really cool. I was able to see I was talking with someone from my podcast, and she started describing her going on this ride with her spouse, and they're driving, and they had to really stop hard because this man was walking in front of them.
Mhm.
And she turned
I'm
to her husband.
listening. I'm listening. I just have to go get my plug in, but I'm still listening.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So she's talking about this guy walking in front of their car, and she was like, they hit the brakes really hard, and they both look at each other and says, "Man, that looks like your dad." And speaking of this lady's dad, and as she's telling the story, she's saying, then they both turned and looked towards the passenger window. And at that moment, she said that this person's face was right there in the window. And I started seeing this person, and I was describing this person to her. And she's like, I think I freaked her out with that, but I was
That was
describing,
mhm.
yeah, but I was describing this face that I was seeing in that window.
Oh, wow.
And she says it was her dad. It was her dad that had passed that was walking in front of them and came to the door.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
That was
that's
pretty wild.
yeah, that is pretty yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think I
I'll tell
freaked
you,
her out a bit, but
I did get freaked out last night. It's the first time it ever happened. So as you step into the space of channeling, um, when you channel, you have to step aside. Like, you have to step aside to allow the channel to come through.
right.
And so last night, I was in my channeling group, and I was channeling for this lady, and she kept asking these questions, and literally, like, I've always kind of stepped aside, but I've always been like right here, right? Like the channel's coming through, but I've always been kind of like right here and still very somewhat connected, right, to what was going on. But last night, I think it was because of her questions and how kind of deep some of the questions got. I had to go somewhere else completely. Like I went somewhere else. Um, and all of a sudden, like, it's like I was answering her, but then I could see her not sitting in front of me. I could see her future and I could see her doing things and I could see her along a certain way. And then, like, I shot off and went somewhere else. And when I did that, I grabbed hold of my chair and I startled myself. And all of a sudden, I found myself sitting back in the room. And the lady that was there, she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm looking around like, "Where did I go? What just happened? Where did I like, usually I feel a little out of it, but not like that. Like, I had to like grab a hold of something and bring my in because apparently I had left a little bit too far. Does that kinda
Yeah,
make sense?
you need to grab that cord. Did you
Like,
ground yourself like before so you could stay
well, I
connected?
normally do, but I think I had gone somewhere, I had gone to a level or to a space that I'd never gone before during a channeling, and it just kinda, like, freaked me out. So, that's how I, like, brought myself back, is, like, grabbing a hold of the chair, like, the arms of the chair, and, like, all of a sudden, boom, I'm awake, and my eyes are open, and I'm just like, I feel like I, like, walked into the middle of a conversation, like, when you walk in the room and everybody stops talking? So I kinda
Mhm.
felt like that, right? And then
Oh,
it's just
wow.
like, but I wasn't here, but it's me that's here, but I wasn't there's like, yeah, it was weird.
Oh,
It was weird, and then she channels for me and tells me that, I've astro traveled in my dreams, no doubt, right? I've astro traveled in my meditations, but those are all still the dream's not deliberate, but the meditations are very deliberate, right? I've
mhm.
never astro traveled during a channeling, and she told me that's what I did, and it really just kinda like, yeah, it kinda, like, threw me off my game. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it did. I traveled once. I traveled from a meditation, I traveled into space. I was just out in space
Mhm,
and just laying down. You know how you lay down and your hands are on you're just
mhm.
laying like this and your feet are all up and wiggly. That's what I was doing, but I was up in space and I was slowly spinning in a circle like
Oh,
this.
wow.
And it was so beautiful and it was so peaceful. Oh,
Yeah, nice,
mm.
nice.
Any
I
other
love it.
questions?
Yeah, I love getting into that space. I can get in trouble by staying there too long,
Like how?
not wanting to come
Mental,
back,
physical.
like
Oh,
like not living life, right? It's like, "Oh, I'm gonna spend the whole day just astro traveling, and I'll check in with y'all later."
can you? I mean, I never thought of this, but can you be out there too long? Is there such a thing of being out like too long out of your body that you kind of like
I think so.
leave it?
I don't know if you could leave your body, but I do think you could feel very disconnected with your life. I could easily see where somebody could get very disconnected from life, right? I don't know if you could ever leave your body because I distinctly telling somebody one time there because they were afraid to do it. And I remember distinctly saying, "You will always come back. You will always come back. That cord is there, and you will always come back." Um, but I guess it also depends on if you want to. I mean, you could be very disconnected from life, yeah,
Mm.
in reality, and we weren't brought here to astral travel. We were brought here to experience this, right? It's
Oh, no,
like
No stargazing up in space, huh?
Right? Oh, but I love looking at the, NASA telescope stuff. There's a couple of Facebook things. One of them's NASA. I love NASA stuff that they post. Another one is, like, stuff from one of the space stations where there's actually astronauts living on it,
Oh,
and, they post some pretty amazing pictures as well. And I just love that stuff, like and there's another one that's of some type of telescope, and, they'll post pictures or, like, videos, that they'll do a time span of space,
yeah.
and I love those. I feel like I kinda get lost in them, you know? And then so this look, we're fixing to go down a whole 'nother rabbit hole, but I think that's just what we do here. Anyway,
Yes. It's what
it's
we
kinda like
do.
a thing. But it's like, I've read, I know I've actually read that if you do get lost in the stars, that just provides, validation that you are a star seed. So I definitely wanna look more into that. It's like my favorite thing to do, um, we used to do a sailboat trip every September. The first week in September, we used to go and, live on a sailboat from 7 to 10 days, and I would get out there at night, and they would turn out the lights, and you can see everything. And because there's no other light disruption going on, so you can see everything. And I could just lay out there all night and just look at the sky
Mhm.
and just feel like there's something there that I belong to. And there's something there that I'm missing, I just don't know what it is,
It
right?
relaxes me. It's like I sit there and I watch the stars and I just look and just check everything out, and then next thing I know, I'm asleep.
Right.
It just relaxes me. It's like it's kinda like you're in your home living room or your bed, and
Mhm.
you're comfy, you're feeling good about where you're at, and it just relaxes
Oh,
me.
now I wanna get one of those star things that you can put on your ceiling, where it projects it on your ceiling.
I have stars in my room.
No way!
I When we moved into this house, fairly soon afterwards, because 'cause we've had them up there for, geez, forever. We got those glow in the dark stars, and I have a couple planets and a shooting
Mhm.
star and all this, and I've got them all over my ceiling and walls and everything.
Oh, that's so funny. I love it.
Yeah.
I know there's, like a projector type thing that you can get that puts it out, all around the
Mhm.
room. I bet I could talk my other half into doing that too. He'd probably be like,
There you
"Okay, we'll
go.
do this." Yeah, he's weird like that too, so, yeah. We're gonna and then I could lay there at night as I'm falling asleep and just look at the stars.
Yeah,
They're man-made, but that's okay.
yeah.
Speaking of man-made speaking of man-made,
What are you
that's my
thinking?
theory. This A what's that, where's my phone? What's that, Astro? Um, it's called a what? You come on this way. You don't need to go over there. Just lay down. Oh my goodness. Just you wanna go
Got the
behind me?
Oh,
Yeah,
I see
see?
little ears. Oh.
Yeah, that's his toy.
Oh.
Mm, yeah,
Oh,
we're
precious.
it's called like a A3, A A I no, that the asteroid that's out there, that's floating around. It's called an A something or I.
A3I.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, I swear, like somebody asked me about it, and the first words that came to me was that it was man-made. And so, like, honestly, I haven't like looked much into it, which is really kind of sad. But like, do you have any thoughts or any input on it?
I haven't heard anything about it. Um,
It's like some individuals are like really freaking out about it. I get a sense that it was man-made and was put out there years. I mean, like many decades ago. Yeah, and we did it, and so it's coming back around. I don't know. Anyway, I can't find it.
yeah, you'll have to let me know about that one.
All right, I'll let you know
Yeah.
about it. I can't find it. Like I'm sitting here like Googling, I'm not spelling it right or something. Yeah. All right, I'll figure it out. We'll talk about it later. Yeah, some people are
Perfect.
saying only 2 days left of Earth. We're only yeah, like it's only like a few, like it's very close to us, for an asteroid. Um, but I do get a sense. Now I will say this. So I think before we came on air, we were talking about the Pleiadians and the Dracos, or something like that. And so I did watch a show on Gaia, and they were talking about like these comets and these asteroids. And the thing is that some of them we as humans initiated and put out there, and some of them came from just naturally from space, and some came from other beings that have pushed them our way, if that makes sense. Like they've guided them to come into our space. And the thing is that they're fine unless they get between us and our satellites. And there'll be a few that will make it between our satellites and us. And when those happen, then that's when things are really going to get chaotic and kind of off the charts for us in regards to communication, in regards to transmissions, because it'll be like transmissions from the satellites that we depend on, and that we work with. And it's really going to show us how unprepared we are as I want to say species. But it's going to show us how unprepared we are and how much we're relying too much on our satellites.
And I understand these electric cars are running off the satellite too. If they get
Oh,
into
wow.
a spot that I've heard stories of they've gotten into a spot where like up in the mountains and they don't have any connection, the
Mhm.
car stalled.
Oh,
The car stopped. They had to find internet or the connection like that in order to get the car running again.
oh, wow.
And this was
Well,
one of
I'm glad
those
I didn't, you know,
helpful.
I just got a new car and I thought about getting an electric or at least a hybrid, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, it's like, well, if that's what's going to happen, that's going to be interesting. You're going to have a
Mhm.
lot of cars if this is right. You're going to have a lot of cars going up in the mountains on a blind curve, stalling, and you're going to have a pile up.
So, have you seen the, vehicles, that have no driver?
I have not seen one of those, and I don't think I want to see one of those.
So, yeah, so they're here.
They're here, but I don't want to see
They're
one. I
I mean, like,
happen to
they're here in Atlanta, like, I've seen them, and I'm just like and they have weird things all over them that are spinning and turning, I guess for their navigation and stuff, but they're driveless they're basically like driveless Ubers. So, you get a Uber that's and yeah, you're the passenger, you get in the back seat, and the vehicle takes you where you've asked where you yeah.
I
We
don't know
also
about
have we also have these little, robot things, for delivery. So, they look like, little shopping carts, but they're all encased, so it's not like they're like the shape of a shopping cart, like you've gone into the grocery stores and seen the little kid shopping
Oh,
carts?
yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
they look kinda like that, but maybe, like, a little bit bigger, and they're all encased, so you can't see what's in it, but it'll go to your residence or it'll go to wherever you decided to meet it at, and then you have a code that you punch in and you get your package out.
I've heard of, um, the drones that drop off packages, but I haven't seen any of that either.
Yeah, I haven't seen those, but we do have, we've seen they're little robot yeah, and it's like um there's this, Facebook page called ATL Scoop, and they showed a whole bunch of them all piled up together, like, all piled up together. I don't know why they were all piled up together and all their little lights were red, so I don't know what was going on with them. Maybe they were downloading, I don't know.
Charging.
Charging, who knows, right? Yeah, so I've seen those. It'll be interesting. I don't know. We have a Amazon warehouse being built less than a half a mile from the house. So if they have
Mm.
drones, maybe I'll find out. Like,
Yeah, we just had one built. They're still kind of finishing it up, but it's been in the makings for 2 years now.
oh wow,
Um, yeah, it's a huge building, and I guess it's supposed to be a good portion of it robots.
I do know they do have a lot of robotics inside their warehouses that get shipments ready and boxed up. Like they don't have that many people working
Yeah,
in
Walmart's the same way.
their
The
warehouses.
Walmart yeah, the distributions here. I know a few people that work there, and yeah, they have the, robots going.
Wow.
They take yeah,
I don't know any like where Walmart warehouses around here. Like, we got Walmart, they got people working in there, but that's
right.
yeah.
Nothing against the workers, it's just
No. Mm-mm.
the
Nothing
company.
at all. Nothing at all. I was like, "Oh my goodness, yes." Well, anything else going on in life? Like, anything else?
Oh, oh, let's see. Not a whole lot right now. I think we're just getting ready for winter, cleaning things up and from the yard for winter, and that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, the holidays are the next big thing here. Our winters are very mild, so thank goodness. I would
Let's
not
hope
want
we have a
to
mild one.
yeah, I get mad if it snows. If it snows, and literally I haven't seen snow in several years, so but when it snows, I get
Oh,
very upset because
Yeah.
you can't go anywhere, and it gets shut down, and it's nasty, and it's cold, and yep, that's
Yep.
my opinion
Yep.
of the snow.
We could
I
have
wonder.
snow by Halloween, so we're supposed to
No.
have a possible freeze warning tomorrow night. So
No.
yeah, yeah. I don't
Mm-mm.
know. The mountains don't have any mountain or any snow on them, so I'm not quite sure. But you never
Mm-mm.
know in Colorado. You never
I'm
know what's gonna hit.
sorry. I just, it's like I just I could not do it. I live no. Mm-mm.
Nope.
I don't
Just
live
nope.
far enough. Oh, here we go. I'm trying to I'm gonna try to show you image. Here we go. I'm gonna try. It never shows up right. Like how it shows up in one place, and then when I try to get to it a different way, it never. All right, it should be. All right, here we go. There's some snow pictures.
You don't have to
Literally,
show snow pictures.
no, it's just one. No, it's just one. It's actually a pretty good picture.
Okay.
Um, Actually, this picture made it as a finalist on a magazine cover.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, as soon as I can look, it never shows up here like it does on the other side. It's like, why did it quit moving?
While you're
Um,
looking for that, I'll tell a story. We went to New Mexico for the Balloon Fest this
oh
year.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
and it was so cute. There was one family there that was so cute. They had an Eeyore, they had Winnie the Pooh, which was the baby. So the baby was Winnie the Pooh. They had Owl, they had Kanga, they had the whole crew there. It was so cute.
So that was their wait, so was that their balloons?
No, it was just a family that was there, and they were
Oh, and they
all
were
dressed
dressed
up.
up.
Yeah, all the adults were dressed up in all these things, and the baby was dressed up as Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, that is too cute.
Yeah, it
That is
was
too
cute.
cute. So what was your favorite balloons?
Oh, there was one of a cement truck. That was the kind of a most
A
crazy
balloon
shape.
of a cement
Mhm.
truck.
It was
That's
the
pretty.
shape of a cement truck. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Did you go up in
And
these balloons? Like, were these balloons you could ride in? Like the
oh, no, they
balloon?
weren't giving rides. They
Oh,
weren't
okay.
giving rides. Yeah, the morning we went, they didn't go up because the winds were too strong, so they weren't able to go up. But
Oh,
they blew them up, but they didn't go up.
oh,
So,
okay.
but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of balloons. You have to if you want to see all of them, because you could collect little cards from each of them.
Mhm.
If you want to collect all the cards, you have to book it. You have to just run to each balloon in every balloon because there's not enough time to see all the balloons before they're pulling them down.
Oh,
It was like
wow.
it felt like a 15-minute time frame that you had to go across this huge field. But it was a lot of fun. It was. And
Oh,
then
cool.
we went at night. The following night, we went there and then they blew up all the balloons. They would do a countdown and they would all turn their heat on. Instant 10 degrees rise. It was instant.
Oh, so you
Boom.
feel it that far away.
Oh, you're
That's
right up on them.
Oh,
You're
okay.
right up on the field with them, and so as soon as they all lit that, it's like instant 10 degrees.
Oh,
It was
wow.
crazy, but it was
That
a
is
lot of fun.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
So,
a lot of
like, I know you
fun.
said you didn't write it, but have you ever thought about I've thought about writing in them until something happened here recently, and I was just like, "No, I don't think I'm gonna do that."
Uh, I I have a fear of heights, but I do wanna go up in one to try to fight the fear,
Oh, okay.
to, get past the fear, and so doing that, I think I would have a great time. I would love to do it. I would love to do it, or be up like that and everything.
Mhm.
But I'm standing next to the baskets and I'm like, is this high enough? Is this going to keep me in? What are the floors made out of? Is it going to hold me?
Right.
You know?
That's so funny.
But someday I would like to.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to conquer the fear and get that going. Yeah.
Alright. Well,
Yeah.
I can't find my picture. So, it was actually a picture of our cat in the snow. Um, walking he's
Oh,
solid black, and he was walking in the snow. It's a pretty cool picture, but for some
oh.
reason, like, it's here, but I wonder if mm,
I have a picture of our deck with our dog sitting in between a path my husband made. And the snow was up above
cute.
the dog's head.
Mhm. That's
So
cute.
it's like it was probably 2 feet, 2 feet deep. So it
Oh,
was pretty deep, but it was pretty cute. She's just kind of sitting there like, all right, are you done taking my picture now?
wow. So, I hope everybody has a fun and safe Halloween. If you
Yeah.
do celebrate Halloween in any way, we hope that you enjoy it and it's fun and it's safe and not too scary, for you. Even though this is the month of scare, but I was like, I'm gone.
Yes.
I'm gone this weekend, and my husband's gonna like watch all of these scary movies that I won't watch with him. So I'm like, you have fun, and I'll see.
Have fun.
I'll see you when I get back. And yeah, and we will see you November 7th. You can check us both out on our websites to learn more. I'm at Just Be True, just as it's written here with my name, and Dana is at Light Talk with Dana.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So, well,
and I
I
guess
hope everybody has a good time for Halloween. I hope everyone stays safe and have fun. Have fun. Be careful of those that don't like to be scared. That's what I'll say.
yeah, be careful that yeah, be mindful of those. All
Be
right,
mindful.
and all right, yeah, and until next time, we'll see you later.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
everybody.